Other interesting business news: Nordstrom to go private as the family swoops in to try to save the day. Now, this comes as you have unprecedented competition and uncertainty with retail, especially clothing. You have countries across the sea where they are doing very famously direct to manufacturer, direct to consumer, where you have things like Shein and Temu, where you can get a t-shirt for like 18 cents. I'm kidding, it's more than that, but it's very aggressively priced and they're going viral, as you might say, and less people are shopping at these more luxury dedicated stores. Now, this comes to us thanks to Jonathan Limehouse, who's a writer at USA Today, which he says, quote, Nordstrom to be acquired for $6.25 billion by Nordstrom family members as well as a Mexican company. They note that Nordstrom is going to be acquired for $6.25 billion. They note that upon completion of the transaction, all outstanding common shares of Nordstrom will be acquired by Alberto de Liverpool and Eric Nordstrom, Pete Nordstrom, and Jamie Nordstrom, and other members of the Nordstrom family, according to the department store chain's news release. Nordstrom, which has more than 350 locations, will go from a public to a private as a result of the Nordstrom family, and they will still have a majority ownership stake in the new company. The members of the Nordstrom family collectively own 33.4% of the company, and according to Digital Commerce 360, an e-commerce research and media outlet. They also know that Liverpool, which operates more than 300 stores and e-commerce platform, holds a 9.6% stake in Nordstrom, which it acquired in 2022 for about $200 million. $300 million. Pretty penny. They continue saying, quote, I think this is from Eric Nordstrom, the CEO of the company. He said, quote, for over a century, Nordstrom has operated with a foundational principle of helping customers feel good and look their best. Today marks an exciting new chapter for the business. On behalf of my family, we look forward to working with each other to ensure Nordstrom thrives to live long into the future. Which, I mean, in terms of retail news, this might be the best agreement bar none. They say, what will common Nordstrom shareholders receive? Which, again, hindsight is 2020. Wish I bought this stock years ago. Say, quote, per the agreement, Nordstrom common shareholders will receive $24.25 per share in cash for each share of the company's common stock that they hold. According to the announcement, the company got the number based on a premium of 42%. That's a pretty premium right there to the company's unaffected closing common stock price on March 18, which was the final trading day before media speculation about possible transaction, the company said. In addition to the payout, the board intends to authorize a special dividend of up to 25 cents per share immediately before and contingent on the close of the deal, according to Nordstrom. This dividend is based on Nordstrom's cash on hand, the company said. The Nordstrom board of directors, excluding Eric and Pete Nordstrom, after they recused themselves, unanimously approved and proposed a deal based on the input from a special committee that led the review and negotiation process. Eric Sprunk, the chairman of the special committee, in a statement said, quote, the special committee unanimously concluded that this transaction offers a greater value for all public shareholders and a significant premium to the unaffected share price. Now, they noted that, quote, the deal is expected to close first half 2025. The breakdown in Nordstrom's ownership will be, it's by a razor-thin margin, but it's all you need. If you watch Shark Tank, you know you just need a little bit more than 50% to be the real owner. The ownership breakdown will be 50.1% by the Nordstrom family and 49.9% by Liverpool, per the release statement. They said that since Nordstrom will go private, the company's common stock will no longer be listed when the market closed and is at $24.70 per share. And this is some of the best news, bar none, for retail. I say this because if you look at the signage behind me, if you're watching on the YouTube or the Rumble, better Rumble because it's better, but it's one of those things where more often than not, when you get private equity involved and you sell out that way, they usually go bankrupt. Not every time, but they tend to think of very short-term fiscal quarter gains, not long-term vision or long-term, in my belief, what's best for the company, the employees, and the customer. And Nordstrom is one of the, if not the most iconic traditional company that's still around with exceptional customer service. I mean, when I was growing up, my mom used to work there, and she would help people with shoe sizing. And she loved that job. They treated everyone with respect. And the quick 2-sentence summary of how Nordstrom describes their brand and customer service was, Nordstrom sells tire chains. And let me know if you hate these ADHD stories. I find them mildly amusing, obviously, because I'm telling them. But there's an instance where Nordstrom acquired another store, and they're basically expanding from one store into another part of the strip mall. That strip mall store next to them used to sell snow chain tires. And, they got rid of the fixtures, they put in their clothing, and, maybe 6 months later, a guy come into the Nordstrom and goes, hey, I want to return these snow tires chains. And the customer service goes, well, what do you mean? He goes, oh, I bought them here. And, the employee asks around to other employees to go, oh yeah, this used to be a chain, tire chain store and a tire store. And they go, yeah, no questions asked, to give you a full refund. And they just treat the customer with the utmost respect, and they always go above and beyond. And that's become the pinnacle, one of the most famous use case stories of, just treat the customer right, they'll come back, they'll, customers for life type of philosophy. Truth be told, I just brought the Nordstrom Way. It's one of the books on my shelf I plan to read in 2025, because it is a great company. And the fact that families are going to still be involved and they're still going to have control, and now that they're going private, I think they can better focus on the long-term vision and strategy that they'll leave to really compete in retail and fashion, two of the most cutthroat industries out there that, I hope they make it. And I think, again, without the pressures of short-term results, I think they'll make the best decisions for the customer, the employees, and the business going forward. And I'm really excited to see, what's going to be the next chapter of their, iteration. Granted, I'm definitely not their, core audience. I mean, shoot, I buy one suit every 15 years maybe. So obviously I'm not their core customer, but I just appreciate everything the company does for everyone in the organization. And I hope things get better for everyone. And out of curiosity, let me know. And ever since I was a kid, obviously a little biased because I had some family who worked frontline employees there. But do you ever have any good stories about Nordstrom? What's your perception of the brand of the company? And do you think things will get better in the situation, or do you think it actually might get worse? Let me know what your thoughts are, because as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.